Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. And today I want to talk about the Five Nights at Freddy 2 movie. Last night I watched the movie because the release date on my country is earlier than in America, so I could watch it earlier than most Western countries. Uh, yeah, I think the movie is it's FNAF movie, but I don't think it's really a good sequel, and I will explain why. Spoilers: it's very much less interesting compared to the first one. The second movie, uh, I think, doesn't really have that special or like magic to it. The second could be really help with a little role-playing drama instead of having the audience immersed with the character's emotion or life struggles or like a personal drive. What you get is a hollow, lifeless caricature of a real life person, such a bland live action adaptation. It's live action, bro. It's not animation or any other medium. This is live action. So the problem is if you make it bland or lifeless, it's very much a pain to watch the actors. You can see that it works as a fictional novel or storyboard arts, but it's very much itching you seeing a real person, a real actors with a great acting range, acting potential, feels lifeless. There's no energy in their acts or line delivery. The problem is not even about the plot. The plot was like convoluted, but it's FNAF 2, so you know what I mean. Problem is not the plot. Plot was okay so far, but the script didn't give rooms for humanity to be shown. You see, you feel like you are seeing a cardboard cutout of a human. Not to blame the actors, not to blame the directors nor the actors, but I think the lacking of emphasis on working a quality motion picture left you only creating visual constant instead of a quality motion picture. There's a lot of homework for the third movie. You didn't emotionally connect with the characters. Not with Mike, Vanessa, Abby. You don't feel connected to them. They are what the script needs them to be. They are written as what the script needs them to be. Sometimes they are in one place, speaking some lines, speaking some dialogues, and then they are teleported to a different scene. Then they are teleported. Then they are teleported. There's no real sense of progress of character living. They are just there to speak the lines. They are just there so you can experience the horror of the animatronics. They are not really live, and you can feel that as a mature audience. Probably the kids won't realize it, but as a mature audience, you see that they are they are they are freaking lifeless, bro. Perhaps it was due to the behemoth concept that is FNAF 2, making it almost impossible to adapt it faithfully one-on-one from games to movie without breaking in logic immediately because FNAF 2 is bonkers as hell. Although the entire runtime of this movie is either spent on lore drop or cheap scares. There's no moment of you know the audience to process it because this is the problems of many movies in general. You don't let the audience to process the movie, to process the information, but you got the shown keep being shown. This happens, and it's not really enjoyable. Like you drink a beverage so fast you can even process what you drink. uh, you just drink to find, you drink as much as possible, but you didn't really, get satisfaction from drinking it. Just like watching this movie, you see a lot of drops from and there are lower drops, and yet you didn't get satisfied from the what you are seeing. It's exciting, but there's no build up and then satisfaction. There's nothing like that. It's just keep being shown to keep you interested, in which this movie could get a little help if only Scott and Blumhouse just decided to add extra 20 minutes to polish the scenes. Like, give some room to breathe, give some room to connect with the characters. Don't just make the characters like plastic, they are there, then they are talking about something, then the scene move. Uh, that's not how people in real life act. Perhaps on some scenes that was okay, like for some, you know for a thing that actually have urgency, or things that have stakes. It's okay if, you know uh, you make them move really have to fast, but the decision of the characters also very stupid. Like, there's so many stupid moments, cliche moments in horror movie, and it's really make you stress, watching dumb things keep happening. Just bad writing in general. uh, like, you are forced to see the scares with the sacrifice. You have to see people being dumb and being one dimensional as hell. The marketing for this movie definitely trying to be a New Year or Christmas holiday movie for the entire family. And I promise you that mindset, that this movie is from for holiday, is what hurting this movie. Okay, that you think it will be okay if you want this movie to be proper and also a cash grab. You can't. You need to choose one. That decision making process shouldn't be like that. It should be either life or death situation, just like making the first one. It has a success or fail. Because when you're trying to be in the middle, you take the middle path. You being half-assing, you're being halfway. It's definitely gonna failure. Something that, even if it fails, this movie needs to be cherished or memorable, but I barely can find anything to be cherished or, be remembered from this movie. This movie, bare minimum is to be functional working films to be released in the market. There is no other purpose for this movie. Yeah, just a reason to upload this movie or show this movie in the theater. There's no other point of it, because the team don't care people see this one film or not. They really too much having confidence that this movie will be gobbled up by the children, and I think, yeah, perhaps children will gobble this up because this is a holiday movie, and this could be watched with the entire family. But, you know it's really disappointing as hell. I will give credits on how Emma Chammy able to deliver an adaptation to FNAF 2, because FNAF 2 is very much unadaptable, I think. She definitely commit to the bit that of Scott's idea, even if many of Scott's ideas are questionable. The dream sequence, especially, is much better than the first one. She used many filmmaking tricks in this movie, and I'm glad she is our director. I cannot wait for how she will be doing much variative and a range of emotional scenes. I hope there will be much more emotional and human scenes in the future. That's okay. You don't need this to be focused on the animatronics uh, too much. There's need to be balance. Okay, too much spots for showing the animatronics. The animatronics should be shown as little as possible and as efficient and as effective as possible. You see too much of the animatronics throwing around in here, and you just lost interested in them because there's nothing special, because there's no novelty of the animatronics. Yeah, I will keep stop blabbering. This is my rant for the movie. Hopefully you enjoy. I actually think the movie is well done in technical sense, but it's so lifeless. Bye bye.